think my baby hot. Don't speak to any moment. Product of her environment. Shout out the global woman. Can't box her in with any trend. Oh, she's a global woman. Call Fire Marshal Bill. Like, let me tell you something. Flawless, beautiful. Follow codes down to her toes. Cuticles, picking rolls with the flow. Slam dunking all the goals. Silvers for the novice and golds for the pros.
What's going on, everybody out there in TV land, on YouTube and on Facebook Live? We come to you tonight to interrupt your regular scheduled program. Hey, y'all, we got a banger tonight. The mic is hot. They keep falling on me, but it's all right. The panel is ready. I got my phone line ready. We're about to get into this thing. Before we start, hey, Facebook, we talk about this every single week. Do me a huge favor. Go to YouTube. It's a tab. Say YouTube. Go to it. Do I got to spell it out for you? Go to YouTube. In the search bar, type in Nutz, N-U-T-Z, and the and sign Boltz, B-O-L-T-Z, of life, and watch live on YouTube.
Hey, YouTube, don't forget to click that like button. It's the thumbs up. Then slide your finger on over and press the subscribe. And don't forget to click the all so you get all of the notifications when we're going live or dropping new content. Lastly, share. You might ask, share this video to where? Well, most of us have Facebook, so that's where you can share it to, or anywhere you desire.
Yes. Also, we're doing something new. Every time we hit the 200 milestone mark with subscribers, we will go into the chat and find one or two people and send them a gift. But you must be a subscriber to participate. Again, guys, you must be a subscriber to participate. And we need you to share these messages. Right now, whoever watching, share this message right now. It's real easy. Click share. You saw the video. And let's click them likes. Let's get them likes up tonight. Hey, check out this small video about my Stop Playing Apparel company.
Stop Playing was created to motivate, inspire, uplift, and inform individuals about viewing life through an alternate lens. No two individuals travel the same road or embark on the same journey. Yet obstacles are faced by all. Despite the challenge, if you believe it, you can achieve it. By purchasing a shirt, you can be part of motivating and inspiring someone to achieve greatness. Come join the movement at stopplaying.net.
Yes. Come join the movement at stopplaying.net. It's more than fashion. It's a statement. Lastly, if you like what we're doing and you'd like to donate to us, there's a QR code right on the screen. All monetary gifts are appreciated. We thank you for your gifts in advance, but we understand if you cannot scan the QR code because you might be on your phone, there will be a cash tag link at the bottom of the screen. The cash tag link is $Nutz, N-U-T-Z, Boltz, B-O-L-T-Z 1. Again, it's $Nutz, Boltz 1. And with that being said, welcome to Nuts and Bolts of Life. My name is Evan Chapman. I'm the CEO of Stop Playing Apparel, and I reside in South Carolina.
My name is Kyra from California.
My name is Obi, and I'm from North Carolina, and I'll just let you guys know from the jump, the best dressed man on the block tonight. And Tyra is just surrounded by all of this masculinity. All of it.
I'm Joshua, and y'all see what it is. It's Chicago, fam.
How y'all doing? This is Big EG from the south side of Chicago, repping the only true NFL team. Let's get it.
It's the kid Damico Diggs, Mudville, Robbins, Illinois, or Chicago all day.
Last but not least is Ivory, coming from Robbins, residing in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, buddy, let's go.
Yes, sir.
I know y'all out there wondering, like, what's going on? Today is Sports Edition today. We ain't going to talk about sports, but we all got our little sports apparel because it's football. You see, I got the Tampa Bay on. We got the Bears. We got the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, but we just figured it's a bunch of bros tonight, so we going to have this talk. I hope everybody out here going to listen, and hope we can drop some jewels tonight. We're going to get into a deep conversation. Obi, what are we talking about tonight?
Tonight, It's a good topic. I think everybody will get some good things out of it. But you gonna throw the topic up, or you just want me to say it?
Just say it, brother.
All right. Men and courting, is courting a thing of the past? Do men get tired of courting? Um, I think that courting has played itself in some way, but in some instances and in some areas, it's still a good thing. So tonight we're going to kind of give our opinion on it, and hopefully we'll get a lot of feedback in the chat.
So y'all heard it here. Tonight we're gonna be talking about courting. And y'all know I used to host this, but guess what? We got the very beautiful Kyra Kai, DJ
Mm,
Kyra.
Kyra's fine.
mm,
Kyra's fine.
Kyra's gonna be hosting
mm.
this thing tonight, so I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna hand it over to her. It's on you, Kyra. Take it up.
Alrighty. So let me start off by saying it turned into a sports theme, and the person that has estrogen did not get the memo. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, it's fine. All right. So tonight we're talking about courting versus dating. And you know me, I'm going to start off with the definition so we're all on the same page and know the conversation that we're about to jump into. So courting is kind of defined as a more serious intent. It has to do with focusing on a life partner. It often involves discussions about long-term commitments that could normally have to do with like marriage. On the other hand, dating is more casual. Definitely, there's no immediate expectation of long term. It allows individuals to get to know each other without any serious commitment. To me, dating is like when you're at a buffet and you try a little bit of the different types of cuisines, just a little bit of everything to see what you like and what fits your palate, and then something that you connect with, then you'd want to not date, but you'll go back to get some more. So dating versus courting, that's what we're talking about. So first question for you men is, what are your main goals when you enter a relationship? So like before you determine, I guess before you determine if you're going to date them or if you are courting them, because I feel like you have to put the horse in front of the cart. So when entering a relationship, what are your main goals? Ed?
I'll take out first. And Obi gonna back me up. Then we're gonna let the guests come on in, Obi. So I think first of all, you gotta make sure she's worthy of being courted. We got to separate the two. Y'all know back in the day, I kept saying like I'm out here chilling stuff like that. So when I was on that spectrum of my life, I wasn't trying to court anybody I ran into. I wasn't trying to do nothing with them at all. So I had to separate the two. Then once I figure out that she is somebody I'm physically attracted to, now let's see if I'm mentally attracted to her as well. And then once I figure out that, and now I'm like, okay, our energy's matching. I can start pursuing this woman on a deeper level. So let me go from just liking her physically to let's go to courting her. If she's on that spectrum of the playing field. If not, we won't even get to the dating phase because then she'll be in, like we always talk about, the buckets. That's my opinion. But we got to be, I have to talk to her and see where she's headed, see where her mind is at, see what her thought process is, see do we even align, like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, see where we're going at. If it's somebody that our energy match, do we have any chemistry? Because I don't want to just courting someone and I don't know anything about you, or we are on two different sides of the spectrum. Obi, what you think?
Yeah, I agree with what you said. Definitely want to make sure that I'm interested in her, but I think the interest has to be mutual. I definitely want some chemistry to be between us. I totally agree with you when you said, it has to be mental, spiritual, and all of that. But for me, it got to be a little bit physical too. I got to be attracted to you in order to court you. And I think, go ahead, Ed.
No, I'm just saying that's the number one thing. That's
Oh
all.
yeah. Number one for me too. But I just wanted to point that out. Um, and after that, it's just it's like a quick phase. If I want to get to the courting level, um, a lot of it is small talk. But during that small talk, I'm figuring things out. Figuring out if I want to spend more time with you, figuring out if I want to court you, and just to see where you can be in my life. And like Ed said, if you're not going to be the person that I court, I'm putting you in a box. Whatever that box is, whether it's a dating box, it's me trying to get into the box, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be my vacation piece or whatever, I'm gonna figure that out. And then I'm man enough to say, hey, I have a conversation with you and say, I'm not feeling you like that, but we can probably do X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna court you and take you to like Ruth Chris all the time, but you might be the Applebee's chick, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Joshua, what you got?
Me personally, I think that a lot of situations that I've been in with dating women, they've been in such a rush, such a hurry to get to some destination unseen. And I think that for me personally, the the person that will actually take the time, get to understand me, learn, have the opportunity to learn each other, will have the highest probability of being courted. I mean, it ain't a race for me. I really want to know and uncover who you are. I really want to develop a genuine bond and a genuine relationship, build that foundation with someone before I start jumping into actually courting. So for the woman who is patient, who is has the ability to want to learn and understand who Joshua genuinely is, and vice versa, that'll be the woman who will have the highest probability of getting courted by me.
Okay. Any other fellas want to answer that question? EG, I see you adjusting yourself, getting ready.
Yeah. I want to jump in. So when I was younger, my grandmother thought every time I was going to the show, I was courting somebody. And that's how I took the definition. Anytime you're trying to spend your time and you hanging out and somebody say the girl name, you smile and cheese and stuff, then you're in the courting phase. That's how I looked at it as a child and as a teenager. And when I got into my adulthood, I keep it simple. I don't like the complexity. Oh, I'm courting, we dating, I'm your man. And if we're connected, is what I'm looking for. So one of my best relationships, the young lady actually approached me, but I was over there to approach her, and she actually said something to me that almost caught me off guard. I felt like I was in a boxing match. I felt like she jabbed me, and I just came right back. And I thought I blew it because she had disappeared. We had a little thing. She disappeared. She came back and she was like, "Let me get your number. I didn't drive today. My girlfriend ready to leave. And, we don't do that. We come together, we leave together." I said, "Oh, respect." But anyway, what made me want to start dating her, and we dated for a while, and it got kind of serious. She said she seen me giving a speech. And from that moment she saw me give a speech, she said, I like the head on his shoulder. I need to find him. I need to get to know him. And I was just like, wow. Because my first time seeing you was the outfit you had on. And I was just like, man, that's something I see over there. I need to go drop a pang. So to me, at this point in my life, when I see the attraction, when I drop something, if you can't match what I'm talking about, if we can't have the same conversation, then you met at the bar, or you met EG outside waiting on the bus stop, or you met AG at a concert or something. That's all you're going to be able to tell people.
Okay. Thank you, EG. Anyone else want to take a stab at this before we move to the next question? Diggs?
I feel like for men, like as far as courting goes, women it'd be a bunch of women that you would see that you're interested in, but you're only interested in them in a certain way, in a particular way. Because it don't take a man to know if he wants to be with a woman. It don't take a man long, but a man is paying attention to everything right off from the beginning to see if you that type, and he might be the peep that it might take him 2 weeks to peep it, a month to peep it. It might take him 2 seconds to peep it, but you can see a woman and be like, you know, I'm interested in her, but I'm gonna put her in this category, almost like the friend zone. But that's just I'm gonna just make her a body count. But the woman that you really want, that you're gonna court, it's not gonna really take you long to get to those actions and everything, because you don't feel like that about every woman. You know, every woman don't meet those standards. And the one that we put on the pedestal, once we find it, it's not gonna take us long to do what we want to do with her and for her. That's why you would hear women say, everything I was trying to get you to do, you went over there and started doing for her. But that's just because you was a pit stop until that right one came along and I was actually ready to court. So that's why I ain't getting photos with you on Facebook. That's why I wasn't booed up with you in pictures and all that. But you would see me doing that with her because she's the one I see myself with and doing that with. So that's how I see it. I can't speak for everybody, you know.
All right.
Y'all hard, boy. Let's go.
Right. I have a follow-up question. Ivory, what you got?
So I agree with all the guys. I wanted to step in and say that for me, when dating someone, it's strictly that, just dating. We can go to the movies, we can hang out, we can do all these things. But if I am courting a woman, I have to make it clear to myself and to that woman that, you know, I want to take this to the next step. Because you have to make it clear, right? And when you're courting somebody and you're actually courting them, you can't be still dating other people. That defeats the purpose. That defeats the purpose. When you get all your energy courting somebody, you've already made a decision in your head that this is the person that I'm going to put this energy in. If you're not 100% in giving this energy, even in the courting phase, then you got 1 foot in, out, 1 foot out. It's iffy. It's sticky. You got to be careful out there. And us all on here as grown men, we got to understand that there's other men watching. We got to let them know that. Once you get to a certain age, the courting stuff is serious because you're trying to go to that next level. You're different.
I like that. Thank y'all for tapping in. I'm gonna read a couple comments and then I'm gonna, yes, Ed, I see you. I'm gonna hit you in 1 second. Then I'm gonna read the comments. Then I'm gonna circle back with my follow-up question. Yes, sir.
I just want to say Facebook. Y'all know what time it is, Facebook. Time for me to log on out. If you want to watch the rest of this show, because it's going to get good, make sure you go to YouTube and go to Nuts and Boltz of Life and watch us on YouTube. I'm about to log off like I do every week. See you later on Facebook. Come on over to YouTube. All right? Go ahead, Cara.
All right. I want to let everyone know to make sure that you are hitting that click like and subscribe button. If you haven't done it yet, do it, because I'm looking to make sure the numbers increase. Click like, subscribe, and share. And then we also have the call-in numbers. We would like to hear from you tonight. The phone number is 704-891-9560. Again, 704-891-9560. You know we want to hear from you in the comments and on the phone. All righty. I'm going to hit a couple comments and then come back to the follow-up question. All right. So one person said that dating is the interview process. Several applicants, one position. You have to give all the applicants who meet the qualifications a chance. Love that analogy. Someone said disrespectful that y'all just left me out in the cold with no sports attire. And I do have some stuff. I actually am on the same page as Obi. I have like some Cowboys gear. So maybe next time I'll be included in the apparel wearing. We'll see, y'all. Next person says, so do you court first, then date, or date and court at the same time? And I think Ivory took a stab and answered that question, saying that like you're either all into dating or all into courting, and you can't be lukewarm or into both. So just making sure that you're clear about your intentions and making that decision as a man to step up and move the way that you're going to move with whatever direction that looks like. Last one is, don't men know right off if they want to marry a woman? If that's the case, why the long courting? So keep that on your thought. I would like to ask a follow-up question to what you all just answered. And I heard a lot of, it doesn't take a long time to know, and based on how it is. So how are y'all communicating with the people that you all are dating that turns into courtship? Is that something that you're bringing up at the beginning of that like established relationship, or at the beginning of meeting someone, saying, I know Ed, before you were saying you were just chilling. Is that effectively being communicated to the women that you all are talking to, dating, and then transitioning into courting? Joshua, I saw you.
Oh, absolutely. I think transparency and communication is very important. Y'all got to know what direction y'all going. So, in order to know that, you have to lay it all out on the line. Communication shouldn't be something that's, sneaky or underhanded. So I think I truly believe in communication, and I truly believe in being 100. And I think that's one step that we can take to be able to know what direction that we both want to go into, and know if what we're doing is right for each other, or we should split path.
What does that sound like from you?
It is a lot of being upfront and honest, being open, and genuinely telling how I feel. I think that if I'm at a point where I want to have the conversation with a woman that I feel that I want to take the next step into, I feel like I'm safe here in this space, and I can have the opportunity to be upfront because you've earned it. And then, so what that looks like for me is just being straight up and down, being honest, whether I might get my heart broken if she disagreed or not. But again, the most important part of building this foundation, building this relationship, building this union, is trust, open communication, and transparency. And if I can't be honest with you and upfront with you without you feeling some type of way, and vice versa, then I think we're going in the wrong. We ain't supposed to be with each other in the first place. So
right, facts. Ivory.
And I agree with that also. Everything you said, my man, was on point. And the reason why you have to be transparent, because you would hate to be a man that's courting a woman and she's still dating. You got to let her know. You got to let her know what position you guys are at. You got to let her know, hey, listen, I'm ready to take this to the next level. I want to be, committed to you. You be committed to me. Maybe we should. And that's fine. That's the reason why you had that communicated. Because if she's not ready and she still want to date, then at least you know right then.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And are you having, Ivory, I heard you say before that communication is important and to let each other know. When are you having that conversation? Like, if you met somebody, got their phone number, is that like first conversation, third conversation, 2 months down the road? Like, this is what I'm doing, or this is where I'm at?
I don't think it's a time frame on it, really. I just think every man knows internal when that clock strikes, you like, it's her. She's it.
No, before the clock strikes. So like in the dating. So if you met someone, exchanged numbers, y'all are talking the first week. During that first week of communication, are you saying, this is where I'm at. I'm not looking for a long-term relationship, or do you even put it out there like that? Or is it just something that if they go from box A to box B, then that conversation will come in when the time is right? Not the courting, but like where you're at dating.
I got you. I'm 2 or 3 dates in, because what you don't also want, in my opinion, women move fast, right? So you're dating and they already think you're courting. They're setting up wedding dates in some cases. They're moving on. They like, girl, this is him. And you're still, you got to let them know, listen, we're still in the beginning phase. We're still kind of getting to each other. And you need to let her know that you might be seeing other people, right? This is not exclusive yet. It can be, because you don't want to get your tires cut and your windows. We too old for that.
And I think that's so important, because, and I'll get to you in 1 second, women think differently than men. And I personally have gone in my mind from 0 to 2 million, and our kids are going to look like this, and these are going to be the colors of our wedding, and we're going to go on our vacation here, and then we're going to pose in the picture and wear matching outfits to church, and the relationship is not even there. Like, you might not even make it past, I don't know, 3 months. And so I applaud the honesty and transparency and letting women know from the beginning, this is where we are, or this is where I am. I'm currently talking to multiple people, or I'm currently in this stage of my life. And they can either accept it and rock with you, or if it doesn't work for them, they can walk away. Ed.
I totally agree with everybody, everything everybody's saying. And it's so funny when Ivy said what he said. So I met this young lady and I asked her out on a date. And she said, well, right now I just want to let you know I got a few things going on. I said, I ain't trying to marry you. I just want to break bread with you. Like, I don't even know nothing about you. I just wanted to, I get what he's saying. I'm like, whoa, I just want to go out for lunch and see what happens after that, you know. And then she understood that, but I think, not making a joke about it, but I know more other women probably would be moving rapidly fast just because you asked them on a date or you went out on 2 dates and not knowing what's going on. So I think you have to be 100% transparent. That's why I was telling people I'm just out here chilling. If you want to keep messing with me, that's on you. But I'm literally letting you know I'm out here chilling. And I believe, and I don't want to stereotype or generalize women, but sometimes they feel they can take you out of that maybe chilling stage, or they can change your mind or re-engineer the way you think. And you be like, but baby girl, that's because we watched a movie and we did Netflix and chill. I'm still out here chilling. You know what I'm saying? So I think you need to be 100. And I think some guys and fellas, we got to do better. I think they don't let the women know what's going on. And they leave them. And now they're thinking that they're number one. And while dude got about 4 or 5 other chicks on the side. And now you get hurt and now you get emotional. Now you're emotionally scarred and it gets on and on and on. So my brothers need to do better. It's okay. If you just trying to smash, sometimes you can be 100. You might still smash. If not, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? The sex should not be the first thing in your mind anyway. You know, that was my immature thinking. And I think different now as I'm getting older. But just keep it 100. You never know what's going to happen. Because I've been 100 when I was in my chilling phase. And women still wanted to hang out with me. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I just don't want them to get it misconstrued. If we do hang out a couple of times and I say I'm chilling, I'm no longer in my chilling phase now. I'm actually trying to date and court and all that good stuff. But when I was in that phase, it's just crazy that women would try to change the way your thought process, or they seeing it different with how you laying it down. So I think we need to do better, brothers, in laying it down, be crystal clear what we're about.
Yeah, I agree with that, Ed. And the other thing is, I'm honest up front. I'm gonna tell you everything that I'm thinking up front when I'm thinking it. I'm not gonna waste no time. And I can't remember who said it earlier, but you know, when I know, I know. I'm gonna know right off the bat. It's not gonna take me a month or 2 or 6 months or a year to figure out if I want to be with you. And I'm gonna share that in my own way, but I'm gonna let you know up front, hey, I'm digging you, I'm courting you, I'm not seeing nobody else, and I expect for you to do the same. But women have changed the game up so much more. They're the ones that's cheating more. They're the ones that's lying more. And this is just my opinion, but they're the ones that lie more. They're the ones that are like hanging out with men behind our back. So it makes it difficult for us to court, say like one woman, if we think that you're out, you know, hollering at somebody else or dating other people.
Yeah, you gotta like you gotta check temperatures. You know, in the beginning, you checking temperatures to see what's going on. Is this something that can be pursued? Because women, like he just said, to piggyback off what you said, women they hardcore nowadays. So you might be the one in your feelings, and she she turned off by that. They'll be turned off saying you a lame,
exactly.
You a loser, you too soft, you too weak, just because 2 weeks in you like, man, you know, I really like you and I'm feeling you, and I want to, and they might see that like, okay, now I got an ulterior motive because I know you like me so much. Now I know I can use you, hit you a cash app, this yada yada yada. So they might try to take you on a whole nother joyride other than, you know, you being genuine. So you really checking temperatures and trying to see red flags before you actually throw yourself out there. And I think that's why the courting process takes longer these days, because it's throw up, pee, and poop in the dating pool. So you just got to be real. You know, you got to be careful about who you court.
It should take longer.
I'm gonna hit EG and then Ivory. Ed, it looked like you were trying to say something, but I didn't hear.
I just said I was agreeing with Damon or Diggs. I said it should take longer. I was agreeing with Diggs. It should take longer.
Okay. EG then Ivory.
So some of y'all not gonna like me. You will not put your mistakes and your wrong steps on my plate. Okay? If you go from a 0 to whatever on your own and you never decided to tell me the story, or I'm the co-star in the story that you went from 0 to 200, right? You didn't see how kids gonna be, this wedding, this date, but you ain't gave me no script. That ain't on me. If you just want to kick it like Ed, you was bogus. She was letting you know right now, I got something going on. Your response, the way you responded to her, is why people don't say that real. You should have been like, oh, okay, that's cool. Are you open for lunch anytime soon? You know, you can't throw stuff back in people's face when they open up, like you say. So if you want me to tell you, oh, well, you know, I ain't looking for nothing serious. And then she was like, oh, shit, I ain't trying to do nothing with you. I'm just trying to hang out with you. That might turn me off right then and there. Right? As much as you all want the man to say the stuff, women got to say the same thing. Okay? Y'all all just sit here and say women going here and they moving fast, whatever. Damn, is that my fault? I'm not driving that car. Shit. Yeah. I'm not even a passenger in it. She done took off. I'm still at the dinner table. She done drove 10 years down the line. Now, the appetizers ain't even came out to the dinner table yet. So what I'm hearing is just a lot of miscommunication on both parties. So yes, as a person dating, courting somebody, it should be constant communication. Like you said, what's the time limit? To me, when we first going out, I'm throwing stuff out to get red signals. You know, me, I actually want. We've been in the middle of eating the appetizer. So let me tell you something. Can we be real? Like, yeah. What's the craziest thing you ever did to your ex when you found them cheating?
Yeah.
hit her with that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna hit her with. All right, everybody been in this situation. You know what I'm saying? You went between jobs. You lost this job. You started this job. You know, you got to work 2 weeks. The rent due, the light due. You need gas in your car. How you gonna make that happen? Because I've been calling too many times, getting somebody's number. We didn't went out, showed them a nice time, and the next thing is, damn man, I be like, what's going on? Oh man, I'm like, what's up? I don't know how I'm gonna pay this bill. Me either, sister. Me either. I don't know either. So you can't just say, you men need to tell women this. You men, hey, everybody needs to tell everybody, and then everybody needs to listen when the other person tells.
Right. Ivory and then Ed. Thanks, EG.
You can go ahead to Ed. I was gonna say something funny after Diggs was saying something, but I ain't gonna say it now. I'll wait till later.
No, I just want to clarify real fast. Everybody knows my character is I'm a funny man. I crack jokes. So when I said I ain't trying to marry you, she took it as a joke. She laughed about it too. That's just the way I'm coming on. I ain't like trying to throw in the face like, man, fuck you then, bitch. No. Right. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just like I'm saying it wasn't nothing to that level. Cause y'all know me. I like to crack jokes on here. So I was like, man, I ain't trying to marry you. So then she got back, laughed, then we ended up going on a date, and then we went on a second date and so on and so forth. And now, you know, I can put all my business out, but yeah, EG, I was saying like I just threw out a funny joke because I try to EG, we the same way, you know, we all trying to lighten the mood up, like because the mood sometimes be so heavy that me and EG both do it. We try to lighten it up with a little jokey joke. So that's why I just want to clarify that with EG. And And I'm gonna read the comment. I seen a comment out there. I'm gonna let Kyra get to it in a minute. I don't like what they're saying. They said something and it don't fit me. Joshua, no, it don't fit me. I don't know about nobody else on this panel, but it does not fit me. They said somebody said we capping, but go ahead, Kyra. Go ahead.
No capping
if the
tonight.
shoe fits, wear it, and if it doesn't fit, let somebody else put it on. I'm gonna hit the comments real quick, and I'm gonna come back with another question. Person said that's facts, Joshua. There are only 23% of Black women married to 32% of Black men being married. Well, for me, who are the races that some of these Black men are married to? I think could play a part into those statistics. Another person said, I wouldn't say men are single because they don't communicate. I do find it to be hard with some men to get true intentions out of them. Another one said, definitely immature if your first thought is sex, but if you are honest with women and say you just want to smash, she might be willing to just to do just that. And I feel like there are a lot of women that are just okay with that. There's so many different apps, and I feel like it's a lot more socially acceptable for people and more like highlighted and glorified to a certain extent than it used to be like taboo or just nasty back in the day. All right, and hit a couple more comments. Right, be a buck. We like to have a choice. Don't just put me into a situation. Another person said, I never said all men, Joshua, and I'm a double down on most are not in relationships because of communication issues. I'm definitely saying up front, this ain't that. You might be cute, but I'm still trying to figure out if this is worth the pursuit. Bars. And then men usually aren't honest because we all know it lessens your chance of getting what you want. Yes, some ladies will still be down, but the majority of ladies will not, even if they really want to. All right. So my next question for y'all is, oh wait, EG, you're going to say something quickly?
Real quick on that last comment. Men don't have a problem being honest.
Some men don't.
We don't know.
Real
we
men
don't have
real men. Thank you.
We don't know how to. We don't know how to deliver brute honestly, but one way. No matter what y'all say, just be honest, be upfront. No woman want to hear. We've been talking for a while. I might have bought you a drink and be like, "Well, shorty, we fucking tonight or no?" No woman want to hear that.
Yeah.
But
delivery is important, so nobody wants to hear anything that vulgar. Well, depending on who you're messing with and where you're at, because that might turn some people on. But if you delivered it in a different message, like, I find you really attractive, would you like to continue this at the house?
You'll laugh at me.
I would not go.
Yes.
That would cast some fish in some people's nets.
I'm like, man, you know what? We having a real good time. Vibe seem right. I think, man, we should go ahead and be intimate tonight with each other.
It's a no for me, because
there's no way for me to tell you the first time I meet you that I want to clap your cheeks, and y'all be like that. You're not gonna be like. You're not gonna say, "Well, I respect you being upfront," but no, you're gonna be looking like, "What the fuck? How is you coming in like, ain't no hope?" So let's stop the captain with that.
I got you, EG. I got you, EG. Hold on, I got you, EG. Wait, hold on. I got you.
You're way too delayed for the. Ivory.
I feel you on that, man. But here's so not saying nothing doesn't mean that you're lying or you're being upfront. You don't have to say I want to clap your cheeks, or you can't say I want to be intimate with you, or can we spend the rest of the night at the house? You want to go to the house? All you gotta do is don't say anything. Let's see where the night goes, right? And just because all you want to do is clap cheeks, don't mean we need to be upfront because being upfront don't mean that you're lying. It doesn't mean that you don't have intention. That date is going on a path, and if the path leads to the bedroom later on that evening, it is what it is. Right? I don't necessarily have to go up to you and say, I'm clapping cheeks tonight. I'm gonna smash tonight. No, let's get some drinks, let's chill. And if it goes that way, then I mean that's just the way it is. We all adults, right? So we all know if it goes that way, it's a one night stand, or if not, we're gonna talk in the morning. Whatever. We get your Uber, you gotta go. But it is what it is.
I totally agree. But the comment said, like you said, if I don't say it, don't mean that I'm lying to you or being
Right.
deceitful. They're like, they
Right.
scared to tell the truth because we not gonna get what we want. I can shut the hell up and make you think that you got me, and you can go text your girl like, yeah, I pulled this nigga. I can't. But don't say that we scared to. I ain't been scared to ask for something since I was 5. Yeah.
I feel you, bro. That's what's up.
Say that.
All right. So, gentlemen, where are you at right now in life? What are y'all doing? Are you chilling? Are you courting? Are you unavailable? Where are you at?
I kick it
I'm
off.
trying to get my dating game. I'm sorry, Joshua. Go ahead.
You know, me personally, you know, I'm like in a building phase. And from my experience, a lot of women just don't have time or the patience for somebody who in the building phase or trying to make a transition or a life transition. So I'm just growing. I'm just enjoying life. I mean, luckily because of the atmosphere and the environment today, I ain't got to be out here, you know, trying to marry every woman I bump into, and there's plenty of opportunity. So I'm just building right now, and if I'm rocking with a woman who's down with that, then that's what we on.
What does building look like?
Just more personally, you know, I'm in a position where I'm trying to increase my income, right? I'm trying to get out this townhome that I own and purchase a house. I'm trying to get my 18-year-old out of college. She a junior this year. And it's just things that are priority to me that I have to, you know, get in line before I put all of that energy and all of that effort into a woman. And I understand that a lot goes into dating and courting, putting yourself in a relationship with a woman. So I don't want to half-ass her. I don't want to shortchange her. You know, I want her to be in a position where she can really benefit off of everything that comes with the dynamic of being with a man. But I just know at this time where I got my priority and my focus on so many other things that take precedent, that a lot of women don't really vibe with that. But that's cool. You know, I understand that. And we got time. And I just go back to my comment about having patience and having and taking the time to genuinely know what's going on, and then, you know, figuring it out from there. So that's what it looks like for me personally.
Okay. So you're not really interested in dating. Like if a friendship comes with some compatibility, so be it. But you're just working on your household and family and stuff like that.
Yeah, but what is dating though? What comes before dating? I don't even know you, right?
There could be like friendship, I guess.
Where do we take the opportunity?
Maybe like acquaintances.
Right. Where do we take the opportunity to become friends at least first, right? So I can get to know you enough to even see if I want to date you. I might not even want to waste my time with you. So like you said, Ira, that you know, that finding a person that you have compatibility with, that has patience with you and your journey, and you know, you kind of develop from there.
Right. And I think that what you said kind of stuck out to me. I think that some people are in such a rush that they aren't even trying to get to know each other, or they have these unrealistic relationship goals and demands or requests, and they're not even able to see the forest for the tree because they're so busy trying to get from A to F that they're not doing B, C, and D to see the warning signs or different things like that to know when to remove themselves from an unhealthy relationship.
Absolutely.
Ivory, I saw you. Where you at, Ivory?
Where I'm at, I'm in a great space. I'm engaged to the love of my life.
All right.
It took me a long time to get here, man. It really did. And I mean, And this is why you go through the courting and the dating phases, so you can get yourself throughout the weeds, so you can see the trees, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like in a great space. Like I have a woman who has everything that I dreamt or dream about, and sometimes it's like almost unreal. It's like, am I really here? Like, is this really happening? Is this somebody who knows me, knows my thoughts? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Once you
Mm-hmm.
get there,
And how long did it take you to get from like how long did it take from you to get to like courting that exclusive relationship to knowing like this is the one, I'm ready to make moves, we're moving on to the next chapter? Was it something you knew right away from the beginning?
I knew the second date when she refused to let me pay.
All right.
What did she refuse to let you what?
She refused to let me pay.
Oh,
I'm talking about
okay.
Wow.
stepped in front of me, would not let me swipe my card. She's telling the lady at the place, "Don't swipe his card. I'm paying. I'm not out here just for his money. I want to pay. I want to." And I was like, "Nah, that ain't never happened. That ain't really never happened because I'm always gonna pay. I'm always gonna open the door. I'm always gonna pull out the chair. I'm always gonna be that guy, right?" And when she had me let my guard down that I didn't have to pay, I didn't have to. Now I paid ever since then, but it was just like, wow, okay, this could be something different. This could be something different. And I knew right after that second date, I was like, this has gotta be it. This has gotta be her. And then she proved it to me ever since then.
Okay. Love it. Love it. Anyone else?
I just want to make a comment on what Ivory said, and I'm really doing this for the women that are watching for their benefit. This brother just said the second date that he let his guard down. The second date, so he knew after 2 days that he could let his guard down with this woman. Um, and one thing that bothers a lot of men is that we can date or court women for months, maybe even a year, and they still got guards up. When we're there to say, hey, we like you, we love you, we're interested in you, we want to build with you, we want to go somewhere with you, and we still fight to this day because you guys have your guards up. Now, I know that ain't have nothing to do with nothing, but I just wanted to make that point.
As long as you knew that.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Hey, I'm just saying, this is an educational show. Educational.
is Ed, let me circle back one second to Ivory, and then I'm gonna tap into your response. Ivory, so I heard you say that you knew after the second date. How long from the second date until when you popped the question?
It was a while, right? And the only reason why it was a while, I want to say it had to be. I mean, I just popped the question in April.
Okay.
I just popped up. I went to Vegas. We did it on the strip. We did it, kind of big.
I ain't get no invite.
Only
Boy.
Why would you get an invite to a proposal? No. Keep going, Ivory.
No, it was a big thing. I invited people. In my bed. If you ain't get an invite, it's
Oh.
no, it was a thing. Yeah. But Ed is in the wedding, so it don't even make a difference. I'm making it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the reason why it took so long because I wanted it to be right.
What's a while?
It took it like 2 years.
Okay.
For me to propose, but I already knew.
Okay.
I already talked about it. I wanted a surprise. I wanted to do it on a certain day. It made a lot of sense. I wanted to do it on 4/24/24.
Okay. So you were in a planning phase.
Correct.
Okay.
I was big, and I want to make sure I had the right ring, and I want to invite everybody. We flew everybody out to Vegas. We did all this big thing. So it took a minute because I knew I had to do it right to show her that I was dead serious.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing. Ed, where
That's
you
so
at?
beautiful. I don't want to go after that. That was beautiful. Next question. That's so beautiful. No. I think for me, in my situation, I'm 2 years removed. So it took maybe a year and a half to get back to being Ed again. Before I can, that's why I was doing so much of chilling, because I had to get back to being me. And now that I'm back focused, I'm back aligned spiritually, mentally aligned, and my alignment is now I'm out here trying to date to see if I can court. Just like I think 2 shows ago, EG was telling you, Kyra, like, no, Ed needs to ask those questions because he's in the dating phase to eventually get to the courting phase. E.g., I think he called in or he might
Mm-hmm.
text or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what phase I'm in now, trying to get to that third date, then to the fourth
Okay.
date. And then I think then by then I will know like, okay, now I can have a conversation and let the young lady know, me personally, like, hey, I see this going somewhere, been on a few dates. Not saying I'm trying to be in a relationship right now, but I'm trying to step it up again, step it up another level, and actually doing some serious dating with you. That's why I'm at now. What happens?
Okay.
Stay tuned. I think
Anybody
Diggs.
want? Oh, say that again, Ed. I'm sorry. That last
I
sentence.
said I think Diggs had his hand up.
Okay. Diggs and then EG.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not really. I'm looking to court, but I'm not looking. Meaning, like, I feel like when you try, you kind of find the wrong things when you try because you almost looking for everything to be good, so you might ignore some red flags and things like that. But I think if something happened, genuinely, like it just come together for me, then yeah, I'm definitely looking to court. But as far as right now, I mean, I'm cool. I'm just being me, and I definitely do want to find, marriage and all that good stuff one day. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as trying, is it, you get deceived when you try out here because you looking for a certain type and you looking for this when truly you probably don't know what the excuse my language, you know what the fuck you want in reality. So you just when it comes together for you and it just like organically happens, then that's when I'm looking to court. Other than that, I'm cool with dating.
Okay. EG.
Yeah, so with me, I'm at the stage now that I'm preparing myself for the final couple of chapters of my life. I'm in the process. I currently just went back to school to get certified for a special ed teacher. I know that's going to be the end of my career. I'm going to be a sped teacher, probably get my master's. I don't know if I want to go and be an administrator or not. I might, when I get tired of coming in the classroom, I might go and be downtown with the sped department. But I know this is the ending part, right? So I'm trying to set up that part. And with that, I'm just trying to, prepare myself for whatever my God has coming for me. Because the steps that got me here was totally Him. When I woke
Mm-hmm.
up that morning and applied for that CPS residency, I didn't have it on my mind. It was the furthest thing from me. I was at work. I was actually stealing an extra prep because the kids had to do a test. So I didn't go into the class when I was supposed to be in. I went to a whole other classroom trying to chill. I'm going through emails, and that's how it happened. So I know right now I'm following an ordained order of steps for me because I didn't plan this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. And to tell you, I was kind of stagnated and cool with being a seeker, especially a classroom assistant. This is my 18th school year. I'm close to I can meet the retirement, the first retirement requirements for that, and for me to shift and turn and start almost from zero for this other career, good and well, EG didn't say it. EG didn't pick it. So something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm being prepared for my final stage. And if I am to have a mate with me, that's what I'm preparing myself for. So it's like I don't waste time no more. Like if we meet at church, if we meet at the supermarket, if whatever we meet at, we exchange numbers. The next day, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Hope you have a good day. How was your day? Hey, woo woo. I like to talk on the phones. Talk. I'm immediately inquiring things because I'm in a process right now. So you're gonna take me in this process and walk with me,
Yeah.
or you look for something I just don't have time for.
Yeah.
That I wish I did with some of the ladies that I didn't encounter. I wish I had time for what you was on, but I really don't.
Mhm.
I just didn't, you know. And then I hope the other young ladies that I've been talking is willing to take this walk with me. Because, you know,
Mhm.
that's where I'm at now. I'm trying to
All right.
make sure that I'm staying on these steps that's been set before me. So,
Gotcha. Ed, we got a call in.
We got to call in, guys. We got to call in. Hey, callers, I got a question for you first. We're not going to go Team Obi or Kyra, but are you Team Diggs, Team Joshua, Team Obi, Team Ari, Team EG, or Team Ed?
I'm Team Ed.
And them
Caller.
twins.
Excellent show, folks. Excellent show. I'd like to bring up a couple of points. I'd like to share some clarification as to a comment that was made earlier. It kind of shook everybody up. The comment was not pointed or directed to you good men on the panel, but you men right now are speaking for the majority of men.
Yeah.
So what I want to say is, even though you six brothers might be in a certain space,
Yeah.
most of the world, most of the men, most of the brothers are not in that space, and most brothers will not be honest. And as the young lady alluded earlier, maybe the delivery is bad, but the truth is, I don't care how good the delivery is. If she doesn't have it made up in her mind that she wants to do this, you're not going to talk yourself up on none, and don't ever think you are. Second thing I want to drop on you good brothers and all the brothers listening. This journey will be much easier once you get yourself together. And I have mad respect for anybody working on themselves right now. One brother alluded earlier that he's working on himself, and that's all we can ask for. But the truth is, the harder you work on yourself, you have another brother that's going to school to get another certification. The better your resume is, the easier this task will be.
Yes, sir.
We're just going to drop this on you, good brothers. Excellent show. Keep it up and speak well for the brothers listening that can't speak up for themselves.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, caller.
And just want to remind everyone the call line is open 704-891-9560. If you haven't already done so, like, subscribe, and share. I think everyone answered this question that wanted to tap in. Let me know if I missed you. I don't think. Oh, Ivory?
You didn't miss me, but I just wanted to follow up with the caller, and I agree with what he said. But I personally know Ed, EG, Diggs. I personally know them, and I know the guys that I see in front of me, including me. This product, what you see now, it has not always been the product.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go through those things. We had to learn those things. I can't speak for none of you guys. I'm just saying I do know you, but I wasn't 100% honest all through every single relationship I've been in. It was no way. I had to learn myself first. I had to learn it first, so I can understand what I'm giving somebody, my product that I'm giving somebody, what I'm putting out there, my resume, like he said, my resume first. So to all the guys that are listening, you have to go through that process, but the quicker you get through that process, the easier it's gonna be, right? We ain't gotta lie to no more.
Yes, sir. Great.
Yeah,
I think I want to
piggyback on
double
that a
down on
little
that
bit.
too.
Like for me, my name and my reputation means everything to me. Like I've done a lot in the past. I've made my fair share of mistakes. I probably missed some things as a dad. I probably missed some things as a husband. But where I'm at now, I don't have time for the foolishness. I don't have time for the lies. I don't have time for the drama. I'm dating, courting to get married. If that ain't where you at, cool. Hey, just stay away from me because I'm going here. You going over there, but I'm going here. Um, and I'm okay if you go that way and I go this way. Because if I'm going that way and you going this way, we ain't going on the same path anyway. And like he said, like I can't speak for everybody on this path. I know Joshua, because he's always on the show. I
Yes,
know
sir.
EG just from communication. I know Ed. So we're probably on different paths because we're older. But I don't think nobody's on capping. Now, like the caller said, there's some men that probably aren't as mature as we are. They probably haven't been through some of the same things that we've been through. But where I'm at now, I got big and better plans. And the man up above, he's guiding my footsteps. I don't have time to jump.
Ed, and then yeah. Ed, real quick, and then EG, and then we're going to the next question.
I'm sorry. I know I don't want to get long-winded on this one, but I want to double down on what Ivory said. And Kyla is absolutely correct. A lot of men out here are lying, but just like Ivory said, when we was younger, yeah, we might have said what we need to say to get what we need to get. But as you get older, hey, sex is easy to get, y'all. It's not that hard. It's very easy. So there's no reason to lie to get it. It's extremely, speaking for a personal experience of my, it is extremely easy to get. So why do I need to lie to get it? Extremely easy. It's like, whoa, it's almost too easy. But as you get older, you like, why do I have to lie for it? Like, people will
Mhm.
fuck with you because if you don't, I can get hurt. So I think like I was alluding to, like as we get older, we get more mature and figure like we don't have to lie to kick it no more. We're grown. I'm
Mhm.
44 years old. When I'm if you're 44, you still lying. It's a problem with you, doc. You need
Yeah.
to go and go get some wise counseling, like we talked about last show. But it's something if you're 44 years old or older. I know that Diggs is a little bit younger than us, but Diggs, how you like 35?
You say how old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 38.
If you're 38 and lying, something is
Yeah.
wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like there's no capping. Like there's something physically wrong with you if you're lying to get some draws when it's literally getting thrown out there
Yeah.
for free.
Fact. And you know too, when you get older, you start to realize you don't have to sleep with every woman you encounter. You know, like when you younger, you be on some every woman you see, you on that Lil Wayne. I wish I could smash every girl in the world. But as you get older, you realize I can have a good relationship with a woman, and she'll cook for me, she'll do this for me, she'll treat me like as good as she treat her nigga just by being a friend to her, having a good relationship with her. You don't have to sleep with every woman you encounter. And that also it leads you in the right direction
Yeah.
mentally
Yeah.
because you ain't gonna be able to sleep with every woman you encounter.
Shit
So
won't.
your ego getting bruised constantly, ego getting bruised constantly. No, you're not gonna be able to sleep with every woman you encounter. But that don't mean you can't gain something from that woman, you know?
Yeah.
Preach, preacher, preach.
Yeah.
Preach.
EG, real quick, and then we're moving on to the next question.
I'm gonna be real quick, Kyra. Even though these two brothers did someone, so I'm gonna hit it real quick.
Okay, because you
I
haven't been quick before. So
Ed know me. I know Ed know me. When I was younger, older parents, grandparents that was old. I don't know what it was, but I never really had that desire to try to have a lot of women. Right? I didn't see it in my father. I didn't see it in a lot of my uncles. They was married when they had kids. I had one uncle who was a playboy, but he didn't bring a lot of women around. So I didn't see that. So that's not nothing I ever desired, right? I desired to find, like my father found his wife. I had a desire to find my wife. But lying, telling half truths, anything like that, only gonna spoil what
Mm.
potentially could have been for
Uh,
you. It's like planting any kind of plant. If you use cheap soil, you don't use enough water,
yeah.
you try to use a lamp instead of natural sunlight, it's not gonna be the same. So you think you got something because you got her sex, but you missed out on everything that she was willing to
Mm.
give you because she figured that you lied. She found out you lied to her and just wanted her body. So everything that she
Yes, sir.
had for you that you really wanted, you missed out on. So brothers, I don't care if you're 22, 18, And I hope my school son, I sent it to him, he's on here. Since he's a sophomore in high school. There's never ever a reason to lie. As a man, like Obi said, as a man, your word and your balls, two things you don't break for no one.
Nobody.
You have to stand on that. Ed can stand. Ed, can't nobody tell Ed EG said something and they be like, nope, that ain't him. He don't talk like that. Stand on it. Let people know when your name is said, they know. Oh, that man. That's a real man right there. He don't do all that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, EG. I'm gonna hit a couple comments and then go on to the next question. One person said, after a certain amount of time, if your guard is still up, you're not giving the other person a first shot. If due to past experiences, that's not fair either. Like I said, you shouldn't be dating. Another person said, again, lying is used to get what you want. If a woman says she's looking for a relationship and you lie saying that's what you want, just to get sex. And then two more, sex is not easy for most men. Over 50% of men have not been intimate in the last 3 years.
Sheesh,
And then lastly, it may be easy to a woman who is easy, but for a man to get a high value woman.
You got to do with price of tea in China. We talking about getting some easy sex. Like, what do I have to do with the price of tea in China? We said, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Karen. Let's not get off my soapbox.
All right. So my question is, how do y'all feel, and when do you introduce who you're dating into to your family and friends? Like, at what point do y'all do that? Are y'all introducing everybody to your kids and having them call them auntie, or what are you doing? EG?
Oh my God, we just had this conversation. So it stages in everything, right? If we done hung out a couple of times, if you ain't never took me on a date, you'll never meet my family, right?
Took you on
We
a
haven't
date,
got
like
to the
paid
stage, and I ain't talking
for
about
the
for my
date?
birthday. Yeah, and I'm not talking about taking me out on my birthday or quote unquote sweetest day. Like Ivory said, I dated a woman and I was crazy about this, and I would not let her pay for anything. And one time she literally checked me. She was like, "Look, I know that you're a man. I know you're a real man. You already showed me that when I first met you. I want to do this for you, and you're gonna let me do this." And I just put my head down and said, "Yes, ma'am." Like, if you ain't did that, you're not meeting my family, because how I value my family. Anybody I brought around my family, they still know them by their first name, and they know that I was serious. So that's why I brought you around my family, because unfortunately, if we can't meet somewhere, we ain't got to meet like this, but you got to be somewhere close and comfortable around my family, because I'm family oriented. So you can't be
Okay.
here and my family here, because I'm at every family event. So
if they don't pay to eat,
be
then they ain't going to the cookout. Who else wants to take this question on?
Definitely.
Ed? What you got? Ed and then Joshua.
I'm laughing at you, Kari. Go to the
you gotta pay your plate. You gotta pay.
I'm not gonna go to that extent and say they got to pay for me before I can be.
And it can't be on a birthday, because that's a blackout date. Or I think he said Sweet Day, Valentine's Day. Both of those are blackout dates. So save your money, ladies. If you trying to court, date, get with Ed, save it for non-blackout dates to pay for that meal if you're trying to go to the barbecue.
I'm not going to go to I'm not gonna go where EG said. I mean, hey, he said, "Pam, I'm not gonna go there." I would say it's like no one gonna meet my son at all because he's too young to meet anyone. No one, and until we get to that actually in the relationship stage, not even courting, in a relationship. Now meet
So
my
in a
family.
committed relationship.
Committed relationship. That's when you'll meet my
Okay.
son because he's too young. He's 7, and I want all this confusion going on. And then back in
Okay.
the day, I did let people meet Naomi, my daughter, which I was younger. I don't think I was 30 when I hit her, so I didn't think. EG know Naomi was with me everywhere I went. No matter where I was going, she was there. And we had a car party, she was there. Basketball, football, she was there. So that's why she met people. Now 44. She's older. She's 15. So, but I still don't want nobody to meet any of my children until we actually dating. Now, family,
Okay.
if we're in courting, meaning she's not dating no one else but me, I'm not dating nobody else but her, even though we're not in a committed relationship, then yes, she can meet some family members if we're in the courting stage. But that's still trying to figure it out. No, you meet nobody. You can't. She ain't even met none of my boys. You meet nobody at all because I don't want to bring you around somebody. They be like, hey, what happened to Shorty? I don't want to have to keep having a conversation. So you meet nobody until we get to that next level.
Facts.
Okay. So if you're exclusive, you'll get invited to game night with the homies and or family.
Especially,
All right. All right.
You don't have to pick no food though.
boy.
You don't have to pick no food. We don't do that.
Joshua.
Especially your boy, because your boys will bring up another name when you bring another girl around. And
Whoa.
you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Somebody done messed something up. Joshua, what you got?
For me, I have my children week on, week off, and I really make it a point to dedicate the time that I have with my children. Being a single father, kind of handling all of this on my own, and then that week off really dedicated to having a social life or being having an opportunity to date or whatever. But that speaks to a lot. I have 2 girls, and I don't want them looking at me like some type of gigolo running women all in and out through here. I have a son, who's about 6 years old, little Josh, and it's just not time for that for him. How can he understand that when he go home with his mama a week and have to kind of figure that out in his mind? So I think that it's really important to dedicate the time that you have with your children and your family to that. And when you are at a point where the relationship is strong, built on foundation, y'all are ready to take it to the next level, it's only at that point where introducing to family or brothers or any other members of your family that comes a relevant point.
Okay. Anybody else want to tap in before we go to the next question?
Yeah, tap in real quick. I think for me, like everybody else said, I'm not gonna bring you around my boys, my parents, my family, any of that, unless I know that I'm serious about you. And like EG stated, I do a lot of things with my family. We go on trips and things like that. I'm gonna want to take you, but I can't take you if I'm not serious with you. And lastly, you can't date me if you're not a Cowboys fan. So let's be real.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hit
That
a couple
dating
comments
pool
and
is
we're gonna
real shallow.
I'm gonna read the comments, then we're gonna do two more questions and wrap it up. I see y'all in the chat about sex. I'm gonna table that for another conversation in terms of, is it easy do men think it's that you're easy if you have sex on the first night, yada yada yada.
No.
We're we are tabling that, Obi. We're not going to go there tonight. We're going to stay on track. All right. So a person says, if the lady is really fine and attractive, your boys will get to meet her right away. If she checks all the wifey criteria, the family will get that same chance to meet them right away. Mm-hmm. Another person said, when you meet his boys, that's for a temperature check. That's so they can see what's up and let him know if she is cool enough to meet others.
I agree with that.
Ooh, good point.
I totally agree with that.
Did somebody?
don't agree. I can just send a picture to Obi. He don't got to meet her.
Oh.
What you think about this shit?
Hey,
Wow, that sounds
take a
shallow
secret.
to me. But I'm not
No. But what they saying is you gotta bring her around the fellas. You gotta see how she acts around the fellas. You gotta see how the fellas interact with her. You got, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, the first comment. But read the first comment. The first comment said.
interaction.
No, the first comment said if she found it attractive, you bring it around your boys. I said so your boys can see like, oh, look, I got this down piece on my arm. I can show you a picture. That's what the very first comment said.
No. Hell no.
Oh, that's what you were saying for the picture part.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other part.
No, the first one.
Okay.
I mean, before you bring her
All right.
around anybody, you gonna make sure she for you first. Like, so if you is bad like that, I'm not just about to bring you around my family or around my homies like that, because I need to know you for me first. I don't need you going off and doing something and then people questioning my judgment later on. Like, damn, that's the type of woman you bringing around. She just tried to bust me down the bathroom, bro. She just, you know what I'm saying? So I need to know you for me. I need to be then beat the cheeks in a few times so you know who king around this motherfucker. So when you do go around other men, you ain't talking to nobody unless you spoken to. You understand?
Whoa. Go to the next question right now. EG, I see you, but we're going to the next question.
Collection, pass the collection plate.
Cook Biggs.
Look, let them cook.
It's true.
All right. My next question is, what qualities or values do you currently prioritize when you are when you're deciding to pursue a relationship with someone? What qualities or values do you prioritize when you are looking to go to that next level with someone?
I would say first off, to your social media, it needs to be wholesome. That's one of the first telltale signs why women don't realize why you might cut them off, or you might just put them in a body category, because I see the things you post. You telling me one thing, but you posting a whole other thing that give me the wrong vibes, you know? So first off, you got to be wholesome with your social media, because you're going to be a representation of me.
Okay. I appreciate that. Joshua?
I'm checking your demeanor. Are you antagonistic? Are you someone non-cooperative, combative? Are you somebody who just disagreeable? And some of those are some key red flags that you can tap into early on with just some simple questions. So your demeanor, which speaks to your character, which is who you really are.
Okay, I like that. Anyone else want to tap in? EG.
So being self-aware, being self-sufficient, being a critical thinker, and a great decision maker. If you got that, we cooking. I can cook a whole lot of stuff with that. I cook a whole lot of stuff, because you're not easily broken. You don't easily fold, because I'm black. Most likely the person I'm gonna date is black. We're gonna have some pressures in our life. There's gonna be some pressures. So I can't have you folded. I can't have you collapsing. You know, we got to be able to lean back to back and let's go get it.
Okay. Thank you. Ed?
Is your question what I look for in a woman?
Like the qualities and or values that you look for in deciding to take it to the next level. Like that identify that I want to move on. Like honesty, respect, spirituality.
She has to love God first. That's number one. Number two is she has to be willing to go to church. Some people don't. That's not their thing, and it's okay. Then you're not for me. I want my woman to go. She has to start out going to church with me, but go to a church. You know, I want her to go to church. That's that's what been me all my life. Everybody on this panel knows that's been me. You know, got to go to church. Nextly, you got to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Like, you got to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. No matter we have a conversation, you got to be able to no matter not be emotional about any type of conversation we have. You know, I don't need nobody to have come up out this masculine trait because you don't agree with me. You have to be agreeable to an extent that we find a solution to if we having a disagreement, even as friends. Because we talk to people all day long on the phone, do text messages or do a sit down conversation. I'm like, man. Like I was talking to one of your ladies. She like, so are you talking about somebody assertive or somebody got masculinity? I said, you could be assertive. I don't like the masculinity part of it. Being assertive is fine with me, but I don't want nobody that trying to be overbearing or something. That ain't it right with me. I had that before. I'll never have it again. So, and then your values got to be, you got to be stand for something. I like what Dig said. I don't want you to be all provocative and stuff like that all over social media. You can be sexy. You can show a little cleavage, but if y'all know, come on, I got what it said don't have to be understood. Y'all know what Dig said, and y'all see it. And so once you got those things aligned, you got your own. That means you're not worried about mine. When I give you mine, it's all good because you already got your own. You weren't dependent on mine, but you're okay with being feminine and let me be the man also. You have to be feminine. I want a woman that's super feminine. You know, it's the basking of femininity. So once you get those things in line, then we can keep on going. We keep on cooking.
Okay. I didn't see anybody else's hand, so easy.
I just wanted to
Quickly.
pose a question. I just wanted to pose a question to the brothers if I can. Social media, how much does that really weigh? Like, are we supposed to be using that for fun? You know, I don't like whatever you do for fun, you do for fun. Now I'm not talking about OnlyFans. That's a business that you being provocative. But you got a nice little outfit on. If you got certain curves, no matter what outfit you got on, it could possibly look provocative to anybody. If you got some curves, you can have a nice fitted jeans on and a blouse. You post it on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. They can still look at it as such and such, such and such. So how much weight are we really putting on social media over this person?
And I like that question. I like it so much that we're tabling it for another day. So that we can spend some time and focus because there's so many different platforms out there, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, everything else. So we can take a deeper dive. I think that's a great question. Let's hear final thoughts from each person. Who wants to go first?
I'll kick it
How
off.
about Kyrie? We go from from Diggs across, then again going across. So Diggs, Joshua, Ivory, EG, Obi, and then me.
Okay.
Final thoughts. I would say, courting, man. I had put up a post that said women don't want to be courted no more, and I got a lot of pushback from women that said no, we definitely still do want to be courted. So I would just say, man, ain't nothing wrong with trying to court these women if that's your intentions. Be genuine about it, like Ivory said. Be truthful about it. Be upfront about everything that you mean what you say, because if you tell somebody something from the start, they're gonna expect that throughout. You know, that's why I always tell a person what you see is what you get. But I'm not gonna sell you no dreams, tell you I drive a Benz or I live in a mansion and be able to do it one time and be in my homie crib or my homie car, and I'm not able to do it no more. If I'm trying to court you. Now, if I'm trying to date you or just trying to smash you, then yeah, no doubt I'd do that. But I mean, not genuinely, I wouldn't even do that personally. That's not my character. I'm just saying in general, there are men that would do that, you know. But if you're just trying to court, man, it's still women out there that's looking to be courted. It's still women out there that's serious. It's still women out there that's 100% who believe in God, who traditional, who do like flowers, candies, and you opening doors and pulling out chairs. So don't give up on it, man. Just make sure you courting the right one. That's all. Don't lose all hope in dating today, because there are still some good women out there. Like I said, I got a lot of pushback, and I was happy to see that pushback because I know there's women that's still willing to be courted by traditional men, which a man such as myself. So I was glad to see that. So that's my final thoughts. And thank y'all for having me.
Definitely. Thanks for being on. Did you want to share your social media, your Facebook, if people want to tap in?
Yeah, Facebook, it's Damaco Diggs. The same way y'all see it spelled, that's my Facebook, that's my Instagram, that's my Snap, my Twitter. Everything is under Damaco Diggs. Y'all can check out the Sloppy Toppy Topic whenever y'all get a chance, if y'all like to. Once again, I appreciate everybody. Everybody had good points. I really enjoyed this, and hopefully one day we can all get together and do this again.
Yes, thank you, Diggs. Joshua.
Just to answer the question of the topic of the day, yes, courting is difficult, but just like Dee said, this isn't something that we should stray away from. There's women out here that really, really do qualify for what it is that you have to offer as a solid stand-up 100% man. We all want. I'm gonna be honest. I want what Ivory got. We all want what Ivory got. You feel
yeah.
We put in the hard work. We can. Anything worth having is worth working for. So yes, courting is hard. Once you put in the work to put yourself in a position to be able to be courting a woman, take advantage of it and go for the win. So thank y'all for having me on the show, man. I love being on the show every time I'm on, man. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Joshua. Ivory, what are your final thoughts?
Definitely want to say I appreciate you guys for having me on. Is courting difficult? Is it dead? I don't think so. I definitely think as a man who goes through those phases in relationships, we have to self-reflect. I honestly think that every man needs to say, listen, what I put out into the atmosphere is what I get back, right? So when you meet somebody and you find that they have good intentions and they want to move on to the next stage, this is your opportunity to put your energy out into the atmosphere, because everything you put out, you should receive. Now, you may not receive it. It may not be reciprocal, but you have to realize that God has somebody out there for you, and you are out there on a journey. So everything you put out there, you're telling the universe, this is what I'm giving, and this is what I want to receive. So court with no expectations. Open the doors, take out chairs, pay for the meal. Do these things because as a man, that's what, and in my opinion, is what you're supposed to do. 50-50, that's great in this relationship. And nowadays, you have to do 50-50 in some cases, right? And I'm talking about financially. But when you're talking about a man and a woman in our relationship, I put in 100% effort and she puts 100%. I don't put in 50%. She don't put in 50%. We both put 100% of ourselves in this relationship.
Yes, sir.
And also work
Yes.
I want to be the best man I can be for her. So I'm working on myself. I want to get better communication. I need to learn how to better do this, self-reflect, do all these things. She's doing those same things. So when we come into the relationship together, we have a better understanding of ourselves, so we can give it to our partner.
Nice. Thank you, Ivory. EG.
Like everybody, we want to thank y'all for having me back. So glad I was able to be on the show. Simply put, I just want to say, know yourself and stay true to thyself. Okay? Whatever type of man you are, if you're the type of man to approach a woman, take her out, pay for the date, pick her up, give her flowers, be that. If she don't appreciate it, just move on. It's not gonna hurt. It's the cheapest way to find out. Instead of you waiting 3, 4, 5 days and then you do it, and then she's like, be yourself, know yourself, and be true to yourself. Don't let nobody else's actions change who you are. Okay, I keep hearing that. What women treat with it don't matter. Shit, your heart get broke, pick it up, dust it off, put it back on your shoulder. Be yourself. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, EG. Obi.
Real quick, I think transparency and honesty is key in any situation. Women, be honest with the guy that you're dealing with, and men, please be honest with the person that you're dealing with. Communication, super important. A lot of issues that we have in relationships could be resolved if we communicated effectively. I think it was a good show, great panelists. Great info in the chat, and I'm looking forward to next week's show.
Thanks, Obi. Eddie Ed.
Hey, real quick. So everybody in the chat, if you have not subscribed to the show, please subscribe to the show. We have a lot of topics like this. And if you're new to the platform, the reason why we do these topics is because we're trying to bring back healthy communication between men and women, so we can be getting married like Ivory, and we can stay, and we can have those couples stay married, not just get there, but stay there. So we have different topics like this to bring back healthy communication, so women can hear from men can hear from women, and we can learn how to communicate effectively with each other, so relationships can last longer, like our grandparents did. Now, to get back to the topic, so hit the subscribe button for me. Hit it right now while I'm talking. To get back to the topic, I think what Obi said. Obi actually took my answer. Ladies, this is my ladies. Make yourself available to be courted. And if you don't, if a guy is going out with you one or two times and you don't like him like that, be honest, so he won't waste his time courting you. He's courting you and you're dating him. Now y'all, the disconnect is happening. So ladies, be honest. If you see that guy dating you a couple times, you be like, you should know, like, I think EG really like me, but I'm not liking EG like that. So I'm saying, be honest, because now EG can't. He's trying to court you, but you not trying to be court because you don't like him like that. So ladies, let's keep it a buck with us. It's okay. We're grown. We'll be understanding. But if you are trying to be courted, make yourself available. I think this was a great show. It can go on and on because there's so much more we can dive into. We can go so many. It's like a tree with branches. We can branch off to so many different directions. I think all my brothers are coming on. Sometimes you get a lot of men together. It'd be overbearing because it'd be so much masculine energy. But I think today everybody was like in one accord. I know people thought we was lying and all that stuff. That's okay because that's their opinion. Our opinion, it's okay. But I think the show was really great. And I want everybody right now to give Kyra a round of applause. She did an excellent job.
Great job.
Really, really
Great
good.
job.
She kept us on point. She kept us on topic. She was really well. Obi asked me earlier, like, do Kyra need somebody to help her? I'm like, no, Kyra can stand on her own. And I think Kyra did an excellent job. Thank you, Kyra. Go ahead, Kyra.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank all the panelists. Appreciate your transparency, your honesty. Thank you all for being Black Kings, taking steps up, setting standards for other people to see, for being on the show, on the panel, pouring into other people that are going to be listening, that are going to be watching, that are going to be taking action into building, working on themselves, knowing when they're ready, being able to effectively communicate and have conversation. So thank you all for setting the example and for joining us tonight. Thank you to everyone in the comments that participated, and for those that called in. Make sure that you click like and share. It's not too late. We look forward to seeing you next week. Ed, do you want to share what next week's topic is, or should they find out when?
All right, tonight was a good topic. Tonight was a good show. Hey y'all, so before I tell you what next week's topic is, we're adding a new feature. Well, I'm not gonna tell y'all about that yet. I'm gonna wait till we have our little meeting tonight. But so next week's show, I don't know what next week's show is actually. So
they can find out next week.
But we are gonna do a part 2 to last week's show. So be on the lookout for that. And next time we do that part 2, we're gonna have men and women on the part 2. So be on the lookout for part 2 of last week's show. Because we're gonna ask the men, do they feel safe and secure? We're gonna ask the men that, but that's gonna be in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned if you want to see next week's show. I'm guarantee it's gonna be a great show. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Again, if you'd like to be a guest on the panel for next week's show, you can reach out to myself on Facebook and Chapman, or you can reach out to Tashina Nicole on Facebook. Again, if you want to be on next week's show, you can reach out to Tashina Nicole on Facebook or myself, Edmund Chapman, on Facebook. Also, we're looking for sponsors. If you'd like to sponsor this podcast, you can email me at eddieed30@gmail.com. Again, you can email me at eddieed30@gmail.com, or you can hit Tashina Nicole on Facebook if you'd like to sponsor us. And if you like us to advertise, you got a business, You like to we want us to advertise your business again. You can hit myself up at eddie30 on gmail.com or Tashin Nicole on Facebook. And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. And like I say, every single week that we on here, I love you. God loves you. Go out and be great on purpose.